Good.
Substance Abuse Among San Franciscan Homeless by Lily Light, Tati Gutierrez, Kaylee Phillips, Eamon Lance. The cost of living in San Francisco is almost twofold the average in California. Although a leader in providing permanent housing, it remains 8,035 homelessness deaths based on a point-in-time street and shelter count. The HUD's 2018 annual homeless count, 20% of homeless people suffered from chronic substance abuse or alcohol abuse.
As our first selection, we use treating substance abuse within homeless populations by giving them drugs through Project Room Key. In March 2020, Gavin Newsom announced a $62 million in one state general fund from the state's disaster response emergency operations account to allow Project Room Key operations to continue while transitioning participants to permanent housing and for technical assistance. The goal was to ensure the safety of the participants during the ongoing public health emergency. In an article from the San Francisco Chronicle, it confirmed that specifically in San Francisco, the health department was administering alcohol, tobacco, weed, and other substances in an effort to prevent a handful of people quarantined or isolating in city-leased hotels from going outside to get substances themselves or possibly spreading the virus. This approach represents an effort to approach substance abuse and homelessness as a societal issue that individuals are not at fault for, but it may be reinforcing substance abuse and keeping them at lower, less powerful statuses within society that do not allow them to get clean. This harm reduction approach in this example specifically values COVID-19 health over substance abuse and homelessness in San Francisco.
This is Thomas Wolf. He's a former homeless resident in San Francisco of the Tenderloin District, as well as a former drug user who advocates, not necessarily against, but advocates for more treatment options. As during his time living on the streets in San Francisco, he recognized that there were more risk reduction treatment options as compared to those that could be encouraging a sober lifestyle. Since then, and since becoming sober, he has been appointed on by the Board of Supervisors onto a task force that will essentially that is comprised of former homeless and drug users and drug dealers with healthcare professionals and risk reduction specialists to work towards solutions to further reduce the homeless issue in San Francisco.
We want to highlight.
Oh, sorry, this can also represent the sociological imagination at play, since he was a former drug user who was also like a white presenting male and was a former house owner, but became addicted to opioids after surgery.
We want to highlight that substance abuse and the rehab or treatment option is different for everyone. Sociological imagination allows us to see that some people are more motivated to escape the cycle than others, and some people have more resources available to them than others. One can use sociological imagination to see that programs like Operation Room Key as the government blatantly sanctioning a system which promotes drug use and homelessness by providing them drugs. However, on the other hand, these programs offer to the bottom of the structure a population that was previously unable to stay in housing because of their continued drug use. The opportunity to escape, especially during a pandemic when living on the streets, brings so much more risk. It may promote treatment seeking behavior and provide help and perspective to those who have suffered the most from the system.
There are different ways at viewing this issue. Looking at the homeless people as a societal issue that are disadvantaged by different deteriorating facets of society that puts good people into a lose-lose situation. Analyzing the situation from another point of view, homeless people that are disadvantaged and are to be pitied because of the situation and the choices that they've made to get themselves into this hardship. Using sociological imagination to remove ourselves and the homelessness from the issue gives light upon the crux of how these people are crippled by the social structure. The structural violence that occurs makes homeless people more susceptible to becoming addicted or abusing drugs. This, matched with the factors of race and gender, can hurt the situation further. Although it is hard to see a singular catalyst that disadvantages a large group of people, applying the theory of intersectionality and the compounding issues helps us understand the process that happens to produce these results. Because someone is in the position that they are in does not always reflect on their character or decisions. This can be seen from the Thomas Wolfe example and his arc as someone that is a respectable person in society that becomes addicted to opioids. Fortunately, Wolfe was able to make it out of the situation and use his experiences as a teaching point and to help solve the issue that so many other people face, specifically in San Francisco. Thank you.